Hi everybody, today I will present you Tuki, my toucan. First we will cast on the machine with some blue yarn, one in the front, one in the back for the first row. You will need 13 rows for the feet. Close the yarn feeder and then you crank. When you reach 13 rows, it will be time to cast off. To cast off, you open the yarn feeder, remove the yarn and do a full 360 with your machine like this, and then you wrap all the stitches. It's very important to crank 360 to make sure that the machine release all the stitches of your machine. If you don't do that, it will be a very huge struggle to remove the stitches. So remove every stitches one by one and put that aside for now. We continue with the body. The body you will need 30 rows. Sorry, 30 rows. We close both sides like this. I know the black it's not easy to watch, so that's why I don't do that on the machine. So to close your both sides of your tube, and then you reach the other side with your tail, like when you do a hat, and then you will cut it and stretch. Now to get your wool needle and grab every 2 stitch like this will help you to close the tube to create a little balls with your stuffing like this. Continue. When you reach your other tail, you will stop there and start put some stuffing in it. That's your belly. So we'll put a little bit by little bit. It will look like a lot of stuffing, but I just use a little bit. And my stuffing is very fluffy, so you need a lot to do a ball like I want. You see, I hold the 2 tail with my other ends to prevent my stuffing to go out. This, I know it look a lot I put in, but it's not that much. Time to close this, and I those tail in the belly. When you have a little old in the middle, just go around, grab those a few stitch around, and when you pull, it will close by magic all the old you have. So put that in there, cut it, and voila, you got a ball. So you do the same exact thing with the head. The head you will need 20 rows. Put that in your notebook. Very important. So you close one side and you will close the other side too. This, I always like grab a few stitch and then close it to secure it. This, and then you do like you did for the body. You reach the middle with the other tail and you attach those two together to secure your work. Cut it, put that tail inside so that way we don't see it at the end. So time to stretch, and you do exact same thing to close the tube. Before you put the stuffing, you will grab every 2 stitch with your wool needle. The video is 20 minutes long. Hope it's not too long for you. I try to put everything in 20 minutes. It's not that easy. So time to stuff. Hold your 2 tail to prevent it from falling. Your stuffing outside again. Push that in with your finger. Don't put too much in it. I know it's look a lot with mine, but Like I said, my stuffing is very fluffy. So close that, hide it, and put that aside for now. So prepare the little wings. You will need 2 wings of 13 rows. That's the 13 I was having in my head earlier. So close those little wings. Once done, same thing for the other one. Pull and secure it. Like this. And pull the other side. So we'll continue. Secure that one. Have a tail, not a tail, but a little lump, so that's why I twist my needle to hide it. So time to do the tails now. The tails, you will need 13 rows, and 3 times you will do the same thing. Roll it like this. I repeat 13 rows for the tails. This. I didn't go with the fancy closing for that one, and it worked. So you will do the same thing 3 times. So now it's time to attach the head and the body. So you put that in there, reach the head, go back again, reach the bottom, and then you secure it to a double knot. I did in the body. So time to attach those wings. The wings are 13 rows. See, there's a little gap. I don't like it. So I will go with my wool needle and reach the other side of it and bring it together. It's like it's missing a stitch, and I don't like it. Now it's look better. At least it looked the way I want it. So 13 for the wings. Note that. 2 times. Hide those tail. Do the same thing on the other one. To fix the gap. Got it. Good time to attach those wings on the little bird. So you grab and go through the neck. It's very important to go through the neck, so that way you're sure that your wings will be on the same height. So I go 1 time like this, and I come back on the other side like this, and I will go and reach the other wings the other side and attach those 2 together and come back in the neck, and I will do my knot here, right here. So I did in the body, and voila, the wings are there. Start to look like a little bird. Ching. So time for the feet. For the feet, you need 13 rows, like I said at the beginning of the video. So with the blue, you just go and tie those 2 ends. Close it. And close it with a double knot. So that way you go, just fold it like this, and you go around with your blue yarn just like this. Nothing fancy, but it's gonna do the work, so don't worry. And put my thumbs in it to pull it like this. And this part make me think of another project. Let me know if you think about the same thing by sewing those, seeing those feet. I think about another toys to make for my little one with that. It remind me another toys. So go around like this with your needle. Could go a couple more time if you want to secure it, but makes for my 8 years old girl, so she's not gonna be in trouble playing with this. She's not putting anything in her mouth. So now it's time for the face. You will need 13 rows of white. Close that tube. It's easier to see when it's white. dark like black is not easy to follow video, I know. But all the bright colors are to come soon, don't worry. So that's gonna be the face. So I close both sides like this. And then I will go check on the head if it's look okay, but I want a little lump on the forehead, so we'll go and fold it just a little bit like this and attach it to secure it, and it will give you my bird the shape I need for the head, the face. How do you call that part? I'm not sure. I said a face, but it's not really a face, but it's gonna be the beak will be attached on it after. Sorry, I'm tired. So we'll grab one stitch on the white and one stitch on the black. Now we go around all the white like this. Very important, one stitch on one side, one stitch on the other side, on the white and on the black. Continue like this. And you continue. Go around, very important to attach all of it there and to the side. Look cute. And do a little knot here. Oops, lost it. Try again. There. So you see the little forehead of the bird? Look great. There. So time for the tails. The tails you will need 3 times. 13 rows for the tails, so it's time to attach those 3 together. And now you secure it by sewing it all together now. This, and that part gave me an idea for another video too. It's funny, sometimes I'm making something inspire you for another thing. So if you're thinking something to do with this bird, let me know in the comment. Always nice to see comment on my video. So I attach the tail now. You flat that on the back of the bird, and you will sew it the bottom, and to prevent it from moving away, you go on the side like you sew like 1 centimeter on both sides to keep the tail the way you want it. Stop it from going too low. Like this, and then you go and cut it. Voila! So now it's time for the beak. For the beak you will need 2, 2, 2, and 3. So you do whatever color you want for the 3 first, and you ending it with the red, with 3 rows of red. It's a toucan, so it's need a lot of color on the beak. There, so I close my tube, grab all the stitches around it, pull. So no waste yarn on all the projects. You see the little step, put that in the middle before you fold it, so that way it will give you a better finished look on your toucan if you put the step in the middle. So you did put all your work, 2 column that you will follow by grabbing 2 stitch on one side and 2 stitch on the other side. 2 stitch on one side, 2 stitch on the other side, like this. And try to finish the color in the same place, then so that way it will look better if you do another project. But with this one you really don't need to get fussy on it, because you will see why. You will go and pull on it, and you will pull a little bit more to give it a shape like this. You want it like a little bit like a curvy, like this. And I do a little tail like this and cut it. So we'll finish with the red, so the red will be outside, and I will sewing the blue part on the white part. Very important to put out the the beak very high on the forehead, because it's the way the toucan look like. So put that. So you grab 1 full stitch, and what my start losing my voice again. I was feeling better today. So I got 1 full stitch on the beak and 1 full stitch on the white, and I always stay on the same column when I sew it, so that way I'm sure that I sew it right and not crook. Very important. So I continue like this, and I keep like 3 centimeter at the beginning, leaving a little tail of my yarn to attach it at the end. So under it like this, and I do one side. Now I follow the same column. You will see it better now, like this, and grab a full stitch on the beak, full stitch on the white. You see the tail. Make sure you grab all the stitches, and then you attach it with your tail of yarn that you keep 3 centimeter at the beginning to be able to hide it better at the end and to attach together. So cut it, almost finished. All I need now is the little eyes. So with black yarn I will do 2 little eyes. I just go like this, grab 2 stitch. I keep myself 3 centimeter at the beginning to attach my eyes at the end. So I'll just go back and forth like this till I'm happy with the result. Make sure you always stay in the same stitches, so that way your eyes will look good. I'm sorry, I'm not on the right angle, but you will see better, I think, on the other eye, so don't worry. There's always one side is better, especially with the camera. So hope you enjoyed this little video. I really enjoyed it myself, especially this time it's not my kids' idea, it's mine. Just pop up in my head like this. So I will go and do the other eyes. Same thing. Go back and forth in the same stitches. this. There. Thank you so much to watching my video. Hope you enjoy it. Voila, it's done. Put a smile on my face. It's gonna be a challenge to take a picture of that. So see you next time. See you next week for a new video. Ciao, ciao. Be nice and never give up. And stay safe.